Yeah, viewers, yes, subscribers, big up. This is New Link Production, people, and viewers and sub. We see the life and the reigning of Ratty, right? Cause everybody know Ratty was a top killer, a top wanted man in Jamaica, and he was cut down by the police over the weekend. And viewers and subscriber, I just gonna deal with this article right now, and we just gonna tell you the full operation of Ratty, how him operate and everything, and how the police them deal with him and to the end. Like, this is all about how the people that feel in the community before, things them used to do, how him operate and everything. So, New Link Production right now, just gonna jump into the article here and just letting you know the fullness about this man called Ratty. Because some people I say, yo, oh, New Link attack bad about the man or something like that. You get what me I say? But when I read this right now, people, and you will see differently who this man was, all of you making those comments, then I think they're going to have a change of mind. So, big up all the viewers and sub. Alright. The relatively short reign of one of Jamaica's most wanted criminals came to an abrupt end on Saturday morning when Ryan Ratty Peterkin met his demise on the Westmoreland St. Elizabeth border. Reports are that a security team went to a house in Berkshire district in search of Peterkin, the feared head of the Ratty gang that operated out of Cambridge and retrieved in St. James before the state of emergency was established in that parish on January 18 this year. On the approach of the team of police and soldiers, Peterkin and another man reportedly opened fire and attempted to evade capture. A shootout ensued during which Peterkin and his accomplice were hit. The two men were pronounced dead at the Savlamar Hospital in Westmoreland. An AK-47 rifle with 2 magazines and a 12 live rounds of ammunition, as well as a 38 revolver, were recovered from the scene. The matter was referred to the Bureau of Special Investigation, BSI, and the Independent Commission of Investigation, INDECOM, for investigation. With the conclusion of Peterkin's leadership of the criminal outfit that drove fear into the hearts of residents of his hometown, the background to their atrocious activities has come to the fore. Firstly, prior to the state of emergency, the community of Cambridge in southern St. James was under siege as a virtual state within a state, as gangsters there rule with impunity, including murdering numerous women, with 3 perishing within less than 72 hours in one case. In the first of the murders, which took place shortly after 11 on Saturday night, the gangsters invaded a house on Mother Lane in the community and killed Anne-Marie Johnson, 44, and her 24-year-old daughter, Chantal Mackenzie. This was despite the 2 women being relatives of Peterkin. Responding to the development of residents of the community speaking anonymously, said the mother and daughter had angered the gangsters by complaining about their goats and chickens that the hoodlums had stolen and slaughtered to provide food at a party which the thugs kept in the area. In the second incident, which happened shortly before 11 a.m., a few days later, Roxanne Daly, 17, a recent graduate of Cambridge High School, was shot dead as she walked along McLeod Road towards her mother's house. It was not established hold on just a second, viewers and subscribe, because we just want to get this straight out. So just sorry for that thing there. But as you can see, I'm just reading this article, right? And this is the computer, so I'll let the thing that alright. It was not established what prompted the attack on Daly. Indications from concerned residents and the local police themselves were that Peterkin and his cronies were so heavily armed that the police in the area were afraid to challenge them. In fact, There were reports from the local police themselves that on at least 3 occasions when they tried to venture into the Cambridge community, the vehicles they drove were shot up by the gangsters, with the lawman being forced to hightail it out of the community in at least one case on foot after having arrived in a vehicle. Residents reported that the gangsters operating between Cambridge and Retrieve openly walked the streets with high-powered rifles. This was while Peterkin was reportedly linked to deadly lottery scamming phenomenon, which was said to have helped to fund acquisition of their weaponry. Additionally, the gangsters reportedly established an illegal toll in the area through which they extorted money from motorists. The situation reportedly not even deadlier after a splitting up of the Ratty gang, resulting in fatal attacks on members of Peterkin's own families by breakaway factions who were his former cronies. So bad did the situation get that the relatives of Peterkin at one stage reportedly called for the security forces to bring an end to his illegal activities in order to return some level of dignity to the family's name. Their anxiety reportedly stemmed from a vicious feud between the notorious gangsters and his former top-level Lieutenant Delana Wilmot, which resulted in the murder of 4 of Peterkin's relatives. Relatives of his reportedly fervently urged efforts to end his operation because the emotional cost was supposedly too high a price to pay for the link with the wanted man. But Peterkin remained elusive, and despite being named among St. James' top 5 most wanted figures earlier this year and among the top fugitives island-wide, was able to avoid capture and was reported to have shot his way out of security force dragnets on a number of occasions. Having been forced to flee St. James, Peterkin became relatively silent and off the radar, but then came Saturday's encounter with the security forces and the sudden end to the vicious existence. So, viewers and subscribers, as I can tell you, you fully hear and understand who this man was, right? This man was not nothing normal, people. As New Link Production can tell you this. This man was a terrible, terrible man. So, some people might say New Link, you know, but from you hear the full operation of this man, it could even be you. Once you're a member of that community, you don't know when it's your time. So that's basically what the people of the community are trying to say. So I can tell you, his family right now is happy. People in the community are happy. The police are happy. And everyone should be happy because this man was a very terrible man. You see, he cut down lots of woman life. He cut down a girl who was just 17 years old. So it's not nothing normal of what this man was dealing with. This man was just dealing with a lot of cruelty, and it has to come to a time when he will be end. As they said, you live by the gun, you will die by the gun. So viewers and subscribers, this is New Link Production. And I just say thanks for watching, thanks for understanding, and sorry for the local breakup in between the video, you know. But enough love, enough respect. All my viewers and subscribers all over the world. Big up Japan, China, you understand, USA, Canada, England. Big up the whole Caribbean, St. Kitts, Grenada, the whole of Trinidad. Big up Tobago, big up, don't know, Bahamas, Bermuda, St. Lucia. Big up St. Thomas, big up British Virgin Islands, US Virgin Islands. Everyone, big up the whole Cayman Islands, the whole Jamaica, Turks and Caicos, the whole of Europe. New Link Production is here. We see we have fans in Panama, Poland. We see we have fans all over the world. Some of the countries New Link never remember. Switzerland, big up CI0US.